Here we go.
Margaret? Welcome to Marine Movies. I'm Big Mike.
I'm Justin Ferguson.
We are here, once again, to talk about films and movies.
Things on moving picture frames.
That's right. Like when they had that old turny thing and you had to watch the little horse go. Wow. We've come a long way, folks. So anyway, this episode is brought to you... No, I'm kidding. I wish we had sponsors. That'd be great.
That'd be great. I love free stuff.
I know, I love free stuff. And I like that big sets and whatever. Like, I mean, it doesn't need to be like flames and shit, but I mean...
Welcome to Marky Movies.
It'd be like a freaking WWE Titantron. It's like, you used to do Diamond Dallas Page? Yes, I did. But anyway, so, no, we're here to talk about... what are we here for?
We're here to talk about TV shows versus movies.
Yes, there we go. So, because there's a lot of, especially recently now, they have a lot of movies that they're turning into TV shows. Like, example, they had Minority Report a little while ago, which I think it failed.
Yeah.
Then you had, I mean, there's lots. Like
Fargo.
Fargo's excellent. If you ever watch Fargo, check it out. If you're a fan of Fargo, you have to be a fan of that movie to enjoy the TV show at all. Like, because if you hate Fargo, you will not enjoy the TV show whatsoever. Okay, because actually what they did, without spoiling too much, is they interwoven the stories. If you really wanted to, you could edit it, and it would be like a really long movie because they do different time periods, right? But anyway, have you seen the series at all?
No, I have not seen the series. I've obviously seen the movie, but I have not watched Fargo, the TV show.
The first season is fantastic, and the second season is pretty good, but the first season is fantastic. Martin Freeman is awesome. I love that guy. Fucking Bilbo and Watson. Watson Bilbo. Yeah, he's great, man. I love
He's
Martin
great
Freeman.
in a lot of things he's in.
Yeah. But yeah, like, and also recently, Frequency, Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon.
Which, have you seen Lethal Weapon?
I have not watched it yet. It is on my list of things to watch.
Yeah, because I know my mom watched it. She said she liked it, but I mean, you're a pretty hardcore Lethal Weapon fan.
I am. I've watched them all since I was a little kid.
Yeah, so I mean, that might be one of those instances where you're like, this is just crap or whatever, right? So,
The thing is, I kind of do this with, like I do with, I hate Star Trek Enterprise. I like the other 4 TV shows.
Right.
I like the original series. I like The Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager. They're all pretty good. Enterprise is terrible.
Enterprise, who's in that one?
Scott Bakula.
Scott Bakula. There you go.
But Quantum Leap.
Okay, yeah. Okay, anyway, go on. Oh, there's Bakula. Sounds like some kind of weird vampire. But anyway, okay, yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, American Beauty. Okay, anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, Star Trek Enterprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. It's one of those things where the concept was okay. They cast someone I didn't like in one of the major roles, and I was like, I'll give it a try, and just maybe
just because I'm a fan, I guess.
And I look at Lethal Weapon, and I am not a Wayans fan.
Yeah, Ray, you were saying that.
I am not. I don't like any of them.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, yeah, they're touch and go. Like,
there's some movies like, what was the one? There's one like drug movie where one of the Wayans brothers is in, and it's like really harsh movie.
Oh shoot, yeah, I don't know. I'll look that up while you're doing that. But yeah, okay.
And he is not bad in that, but for the most part,
is it Damon Wayans? Or is
no,
it
Marlon.
Marlon, okay. Oh, Marlon, okay, yeah. Actually, here's a fun fact for you if you didn't know, so we might have talked this on a previous podcast. He was cast already as Robin in the Tim Burton Batman universe.
Marlon Wayans.
Marlon Wayans.
That might not have been bad.
He still gets residual checks from it. Isn't that weird?
Why not?
But anyway, yeah, he was cast, man. So it was like...
Requiem for a Dream.
There we go, right, okay, okay.
That movie is like super dark. It's one of those movies you watch and you immediately hate life.
Oh, right on. I'll get right on watching that. No, seriously, it probably is really good.
It's a great movie, but when you're done watching it, you're like,
Yeah, you feel
I am really depressed at the moment.
Yeah, really. That's like watching Schindler's List, man.
Yeah.
Schindler's List, fantastic film. Everybody almost
It's like
needs to watch this movie,
Yeah.
but it's like
Only
Jesus.
once.
Yeah, really. Although I do end up watching every year, but I just because I love Liam Neeson so much,
Yeah.
and I think that whole end scene. Spoiler alert. When he's saying, I could have sold this ring and all that. That's like really a moving scene in
Yeah.
cinema history. Anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, one of
Um,
those movies you only watch once.
But like going back to the Lethal Weapon, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. I have no fucking clue who the guy who playing
Right.
Riggs is. Like,
Yeah, I don't know who that guy is either.
I have no clue
I'll
who
look
this
that
guy
up.
is.
Yeah, he seems like just.
Yeah.
Keisha Sharp. That can't be it. That can't be his name. That can't be his name. What do we got here?
No.
No, Kevin Ram.
No clue.
No idea who that guy
That's
is.
not him.
No, that's not him.
That's not him.
Okay. Don't
Martin
mind us while we're
Riggs.
looking. Martin Riggs.
Clayne
There we go. Clayne Crawford. Yeah, I have no idea who this clue is. Okay, he was in Walk to Remember. Candace might know him. Yeah.
Yeah, not much.
Yeah, Rectify, New Orleans, NCIS. Yeah, not much you would know him from. But hey, I mean, everybody deserves a chance. There's lots of people who get discovered just by randomly. I mean, I don't think Morgan Freeman was like discovered until his like late 50s or something.
Yeah, he was like he.
God, how
Sam
old is that guy
Jackson,
now?
too.
Yeah, Sam Jackson too. How old is Morgan Freeman now? Probably like 1,000 years old. I mean,
Well, he is God.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Fair enough, right? Like, Morgan Freeman he was born in 37, so that would make him almost 70
Well,
then,
that would make him
right? No, 80, 90,
63 plus 16 is 79.
79, right? Yeah, 80. That's right. So I'm bad at math. At least he figured it out. So, but anyway, okay. So, getting back to what we're talking about, we always get off kilter when we're looking at it. See, this is why we do this movie discussion show, because our talks are interesting. They go all over the place.
They
We're
do.
trying to stick to one
We're
topic.
trying to stay on point.
Before these guys are all over the place. Dislike button. But anyway, so, with Lethal Weapon, so like you're saying, you're going to give it a chance. Yeah, it's just some of those shows you never know if they're going to, like, not necessarily ruin it, but never have that same magic as the movie did, or vice versa, really.
Yeah. Sometimes, and it goes the other way too. Like sometimes there's TV shows. Okay, here's one coming out. I'm actually more excited for the movie, and the TV show is part of our childhood.
Right. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Power Rangers.
God, yeah, I didn't know I'd be excited for a Power Rangers movie. Have you seen the trailer?
Yeah.
It looks good.
It does.
And you don't even see a suit in it. You see like part of the suit because they're coming over them. It's almost like this. What's the word? Like a
A symbiote from Spider-Man.
yeah, something like that. And it's like it's coming on. You're like, oh, you're gonna change. Oh, and they cut it off.
Yeah.
They tease you. Just a tip.
Yeah,
And
just
that's it.
Power Ranger tip.
Exactly. But yeah, it looks good.
It does, and it's like you go back and watch a TV show. TV show's terrible.
Oh my god! I just tried to watch it like a year ago with Chloe, my daughter. Dear God, man, that's just bad. Like I'm like, fast forward to the monsters, and there you go. Yeah, I don't know why I like that show.
And I don't. We were
The
kids. It
colors?
was
I don't know.
the monsters, the colors, the fighting.
Yeah.
That's why we like
Kimberly.
this. Kimberly.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sam probably like Trini.
Yeah, I probably did. Yeah. He has a thing for the Asians. But anyway.
But yeah, like that's going in reverse. Like sometimes you get excited for the movies that come after the TV show. Where we were talking about TV shows coming after the movie.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but yeah. Anyway, pumped for the Power Rangers movie. I'm interested. Also, just really quick, want to say, Bryan Cranston as Zordon. Yeah.
Bill Hader as Alpha 5.
I totally forgot about that. That's awesome. That's like if we took a movie and fixed it. It's like exactly what they did. Apart from, I mean, you have to cast a young cast. And
Yeah, so it's pretty much unknowns as
yeah, which is fine.
That's fine.
Yeah. So.
And what's her name as
yeah, why can't I remember her name? right now?
Elizabeth Banks.
Elizabeth Banks as Rita Repulsa. That's an interesting choice, but I kind of prefer it compared to the old one.
Yeah.
She's a little weird.
She is.
Who'd you cast as that? Like Rosie O'Donnell? Or something?
I don't know. If you know who the Black Nerd is on YouTube? On
The Black. Oh, is that the one you were talking about?
no, he's another guy.
Okay.
He's pretty fucking awesome. I love him.
Okay.
Andre Meadows. He He's nerd. He's a black nerd, is what he is.
Nice. Okay.
Like full on nerd.
Sweet.
And he was talking. He pointed something out. Like he's a Power Ranger fan, like a full on Power Ranger. He actually got to curate the Power Rangers panel at
That's pretty sweet.
New York Comic Con. He was talking about the fact that everyone complained about when you see Elizabeth Banks, Rita Repulsa. Why is she green and yellow? Why is she green and gold?
Yeah, right. Why is that?
Where you look at the Rita Repulsa in the cartoon, she was like black and red,
Mm-hmm.
and a little bit of gold.
Right.
And he brought out the fact she created her own Power Ranger. You remember who that was? The Green Ranger.
Oh shit! Bam! Like we're gonna. Yeah, that'd be a good teaser, man. Like for a
And she-
sequel.
Yeah, and she made him in her own image. That's why
Oh shit! I
she's
forgot about
green
that.
and gold. Like that's why he thought, maybe that's why they changed her color to green and gold, so she could
That
make
could
her
be
own
like
ranger
a-
in her own image.
That could be like an Easter egg, man.
Yeah.
So like in the next movie, or maybe who knows? Maybe at the end of this one, we'll see them fight the Green Ranger or something.
Because he starts out as a bad guy.
He does start out as a bad guy. I remember that because he was like cool, and I wanted to. Like I think because we always play Power Rangers on the schoolyard in elementary school. I always wanted to be the Green Ranger, but I was never the bad. Like I was always good before he was actually good. I was like, I want to be a Green Ranger, but he fights for good or whatever. But yeah, like I never thought of that. Anyway, let's get back to what we're talking about because we kind of nerded out for a tiny bit there. But yeah, like right now, a show I'm watching is Frequency. If you ever get a chance to watch the movie Frequency with Dennis Quaid and Jim Caviezel,
Jesus.
hard to say. Jesus, literally Jesus. By the way, they're playing a sequel. Did you hear that? The Passion of the Christ.
Mel, just leave it alone.
I totally agree. But anyway, whatever. So anyway, he's in it. Jesus. Jesus. It sounds a lot better. It sounds a lot more weirder when you say Jim's character is Jesus in Frequency. No, but anyway, basically to quickly sum it up, but go watch the trailer on YouTube. Frequency. Dennis Quaid. He basically is. He talks to his dad, who lives in the past with an old ham radio, which you're like, that's weird, but it's a good movie. And in this case, the TV show is almost as good as the movie. I think the only difference is it was a father and son relationship.
Yeah.
In this way, they did it father and daughter this time.
Well, that's an okay change.
It is totally okay. I'm totally fine with it. When I heard it at first, I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, they don't need to go 100%. And the dad's not a firefighter in the movie. He's a firefighter. In this, he's a cop. Which, again, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The plot's still there. It's still just as good. And actually, I'm not going to say... I prefer the movie just a little bit more, but not by much. But I got to say, being a father to a daughter myself,
Yeah.
I connect a little bit more with the characters just because of that. That's just a personal thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm enjoying that, man. Like, it's super good. I recommend both. Frequency's on Netflix right now, and new episodes every week. But yeah, when it comes to another example that what did they just bring out? That was just a TV show, and then they put it into. Well, there's actually lots coming out right now, and that are Exorcist. That's what I was going
The
to say.
Exorcist.
The Exorcist. I hear it's pretty good, but I don't know if it could last for very long.
What? If we want to get to some obscure stuff
Yeah.
we're talking about, one of my favorite things that started out as a comic book, then
Right.
became a movie, and then became an animated TV show.
Right.
And the animated TV show was fucking awesome.
Okay.
I don't think it only lasted 1 or 2 years. Was Spawn?
Oh yeah, man. And actually, if you watched Geeking Out,
Yeah.
they were talking about she went. First of all, it was the best episode of Geeking Out I ever watched at Tom McFarlane Toys. It was awesome to go there and talk to Tom McFarlane. But anyway, he was saying that she flat out asked him. The person said, "Are you going to do another Spawn movie?" He said the short answer is yes. So we're going to get a Spawn movie, a new one. He says though, we're not going to see Spawn in full for most of the movie. There's going to be like a shadow, or parts of his eyes will be shown, just like how he's written in the book, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, the animated series is fantastic.
The animated series was fantastic. I love that it was an adult one.
Yes.
It was one of my first forays.
Before its time, kind of.
Yeah, it was before its time. It was. I am a fan of adult animated shows, not like porn, adult animated porn.
Let's get that straight.
Yeah, okay, but like, cartoons that are based for adults. That's why a guy like Ralph Bakshi is one of my favorites.
Right.
He did like the animated Lord of the Rings. He did Fritz the Cat.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the animated Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that's a dark cartoon. I like it.
Fire and Ice. Yeah, he's got a really like he makes films that are for adults. Coonskin. That's a crazy movie.
Coonskin. I don't think I've heard of that. Anyway, go on. I'm gonna look that up later.
Yeah.
Barry White? Sorry, I was like, Barry White? Holy crap, yeah, that's a different one. So, Coonskin, for those of you who don't know, 1975. Rabbit, a country-born trickster, takes over the organized crime racket in Harlem, facing opposition from the institutionalized racism of the mafia and corrupt police. Wow. This looks interesting. Oh my, he's a black rabbit, eh?
Yeah.
That's messed up. I like that. I'm gonna have to check this out. I think I haven't heard of this movie. Street Fight. That must be a different take of that. Interesting. Okay, fair enough.
But anyway, back to Spawn.
Yeah.
I was when I was like a teenager, first getting into like adult based stuff. I'm not talking porn, like just adult based stuff. When I was starting to have more adult sensibilities about
Right.
shows and cartoons. Spawn was sort of there. That animated show really kind of influenced that sort of direction. So I kind of leaned towards those darker, grittier sort of things.
Fair enough. Yeah. No, it's a really good show. Actually, I've been meaning to rewatch it here recently. Yeah, like so. I guess in the times of like we were talking about this before we started filming. In the times of the blockbuster, that's what we're in right now. Like with the Marvel, the DC, all that stuff.
Yes.
We're still seeing them, but original content, or should I say, not even that, more of traditional filmmaking, like something that isn't from like a comic book or a blockbuster, like something that is a simple drama or whatever, never really lasts that long in the theater, just because people want to more pay for a blockbuster or whatever. So I guess TV is trying to take the reins in that way now.
Yeah. And the good thing about TV, though, and this is something that almost any good show does,
Right.
is our previous episode we were talking about books.
Right.
You can do this with TV more than you can do it with movies.
That is true.
Is you can get more in depth. You can take time,
Exactly.
focus. Like when you read a chapter of a book, you'll spend, an entire chapter in one room, just a guy's thoughts.
Exactly.
And you try to film that into a movie.
Mhm.
That's hard to do. Like that scene in a movie, if you were to film it like just a guy sitting there thinking,
Yeah.
in a book, it's big, drawn out, and it's central to the entire plot.
Right.
Where a TV show, you can do something like that.
Yeah, and I think maybe because we were talking before in the last episode about Alan Moore doing the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen movie, that might be a better TV show.
That might be a better TV show.
And I think it would be even more successful as a TV show because it's a weird choice, and they do weird shows now. So I mean, like Westworld's a show, and that looks good, man.
Yeah.
Like I mean, first of all, Anthony Hopkins is in it.
And that's another thing.
I'll watch it.
TV and movies have kind of almost switched positions in this
They
way.
sure have, eh? Yeah.
You see a lot, like in comedy. Like I'll just use comedy for an example.
Right.
Comedy movies, you see a lot of it's rare. Like there's a handful of actors that are sort of mainstays in comedy movies. You see a lot of young unknowns in comedy movies. The veteran comedians do more TV.
That is true.
Like those, like you look at guys like Louis C.K., Louis Black, all these guys. They do more TV because you can be more topical.
Right.
You can talk about more things.
Mm-hmm.
You can do more with a TV show.
That's right.
Because you have more time. You can go in more directions. You can have more people. Like say, just for an example, say you wanted to do an episode. Buffy did this and a lot of other shows where you just want to get creative and you want a director who's going to throw a curveball. TV, you can have every episode has a different director.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like for example,
Different writers, different directors.
Yeah, exactly. Like for example, The Flash. Kevin Smith, all of a sudden, basically, his assistant asked him, who runs the company, I should say, said, "Do you think we can let Kevin direct an episode of Flash?" Kevin was kind of like, "I don't know if I want to do that," but then they made him in, and actually, out of most of the work he's done, he's pretty high praise for that episode. And it was a really good episode of The Flash too. Yeah, like that's the thing about TV. Like I mean, they even had Stephen King direct an X-Files episode once.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's cool. Like, I mean, you're like, Stephen King, X-Files? I'm in for this episode, right?
Yeah.
Even if you don't like the show, you're like, I like Stephen King. I'm going to check this out. And then get more viewers, right?
One place that's also creating an interesting environment for TV is Netflix.
Oh, God, yeah. I totally agree.
Because much like networks like HBO and Showtime, there's no limits.
That's right.
You can go to some pretty dark places on Netflix and deal with some pretty adult issues,
You know.
which, you know, you can do, like, but, you know, like, The Sopranos had to be an HBO show when it came out. There was no other platform for a show that like that.
Sopranos would do very good on Netflix if it was like, you know, in this time period and stuff. Yeah, I totally agree. Like, Orange is the New Black.
Orange is the New Black, another great example.
You could never do that on TV, like, ever, I don't think.
No.
Yeah, and, like, some episodes are actually end up being an hour and a half long because, you know, they have more story to tell, and that's a good thing. Like, and actually, there's other shows, too, comedies, like, first of all, like, Trailer Park Boys found New Home on Netflix, and a lot of people love it, man. I mean, and a show we were just talking about, and especially since I finally made time to watch the whole first season, is Daredevil.
Yeah, and that brings me to another point. There are some, like we were talking, we're back to our book issue,
Yeah, that's right.
characters and ideas, like whether it's, you know, we talk about the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen,
Yeah.
things like that. There are some things that they tried to make into movies
Right.
that didn't necessarily work as a movie, that might work better as a TV show. We
That's
talked
right.
about Daredevil.
Yes.
We talked, you know, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Another character who is a personal favorite of mine, who is in Daredevil, in season 2, that they
Can't wait to watch that. But I'm trying to watch it in order. I'm trying to watch Daredevil and Jessica Jones then, season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they tried to make 3 movies of him,
Yeah.
and none of them have done very well.
No. Like, Warzone was a little bit closer to the character.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the original one, though, a little bit more just because maybe the actors.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Is the Punisher.
Yeah.
You see him, like, I don't want to spoil it, but John Bernthal, who plays him in Daredevil, the Netflix show, oh my god,
He's great.
He's great, like,
I'm looking forward to it. And then he's getting his own series right
he's
away.
getting his own series, which is going to be like a fucking powder keg. That
Yeah,
show's
I'm,
gonna be...
I'm pumped for that one. Yeah,
The thing about John Bernthal's Punisher that I love, I just want to get on this for a second.
yeah no, yeah.
Dolph Lundgren's, he kind of broods, and he's Dolph Lundgren.
Although he does look like the comic book version.
He does, especially when he was younger.
Yes. Oh, yeah, not now.
Yeah.
Kindergarten Cop 2.
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
But anyway.
With Thomas Jane,
Yeah.
I know he loved playing the Punisher,
Mm-hmm.
but he just sort of felt like, oh, I'm in pain.
That's right.
Yeah.
Although he sort of half-ass redeemed himself, if you ever get a second, go on YouTube and find the short that he was in.
Yeah, the Punisher Dirty Laundry.
Dirty Laundry, that's what it's called. He is that just like that is almost better than the whole movie, man.
Oh,
Like
that's-
he's great.
That
yeah.
is one of the best Punisher things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That Punisher, with a little bit more of a loose cannon psychotic quality,
Right.
is what John Bernthal's
Oh,
is.
I'm pumped for second season 2. Then I'll be good. I know I'm way behind, but
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Because
Man.
he has this quality where you feel like he's an ex-Marine. You feel like he's that tough. Like, one thing of Thomas Jane, he felt like an actor playing tough.
Right, I get you.
John Bernthal feels like a guy who is that tough.
He looks like that. Like I mean, if I saw him in an alley, I probably would turn the other way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He talks like that. He's got that thick New York accent. He talks like that in real life.
Nice.
And every scene he's in, he feels like he's going to explode.
Nice. No, I'm looking forward to it. And I gotta say, with the season 1, just quickly going back to that.
Yes.
Vincent, how do you pronounce his last name?
Vincent D'Onofrio.
D'Onofrio, thank you. Fuck, is he good in that show, man? Like, I never thought I would almost love him, the character Wilson Fisk, Kingpin, more than almost any other Marvel villain that they've shown so far.
He plays him so well. The way he uses his voice.
Oh yeah, like he would just be like, he would almost be like a non-threat.
Yeah.
And then he would just go from 0 to like 1,000 in like a second.
The way he does the character's voice, like he's got a weird accent.
Yeah,
he does
he
the
does.
voice, and it almost is soothing.
It is, isn't it?
It's almost soothing when he talks. It feels like he's like this creepy sort of killer who is going to talk you into the blade.
Exactly, yeah. That's why, I totally agree with that. I really enjoyed him in that show. He's probably my favorite. I like it better than Daredevil. I mean, most of the time you do like the villains better than the heroes anyway. But yeah, he's so good, man.
I will give the guy credit. The guy who they got to play Daredevil.
Oh, he's great.
He's awesome. I can't remember his name.
Oh, Charlie Cox.
Charlie Cox. He is awesome. I love him.
He's fantastic.
He is a way better Daredevil than I think Ben Affleck has found his calling as Batman.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely.
He was not a very good Daredevil.
No, yeah. I mean, mind you, Ben Affleck didn't get the greatest script and stuff
No,
either,
it
so
wasn't.
whatever. I mean, and it was in the time of cheesy superhero movies, so
Yeah.
whatever. But I mean, we'll write it off. But I'm telling you, yeah, he's friggin' great, and I can't wait because there's talks about crossovers and him in the movies, and I just, how weird would that be to see like Daredevil next to like. First of all, they should put him, if they're gonna put him in any movie right now.
Yeah.
Put him in Spider-Man.
Yes, absolutely. Like, I heard that, DC's not doing it, like, the crossovers between their TV
Yeah.
shows and their movies. I think Marvel totally should
Oh yeah.
do the they have S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, they're doing a crossover, they want to do a crossover between S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Netflix shows.
Yes, they are, and the first one they're talking about is Daredevil.
Yeah.
And also they're already doing like Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Right on Shield. I'm not watching the show yet. I couldn't really get into it, but I mean, I almost want to watch now because Ghost Rider's in it. But yeah, I mean, crossovers. They are planning a crossover.
Yeah. Marvel does pretty well at mixing their stories together.
Yeah.
I think, if they... Please don't like the characters you have in the TV shows. The actors who are playing them are like your TV shows on Netflix
Oh, they're
are
great.
amazing.
They're great.
Don't recast any of these people. They have earned the right to
Yeah.
play those characters in movies if you put them in the movies.
Yeah, they did say that they don't plan on doing that. They are intermingling them, and even if you watch like the first season, they talk about like the Avengers, the whole thing with the Chitauri. They don't mention like the aliens or anything, but they said the whole disaster thing that happened, blah blah blah. So they are intermingling them,
Yeah.
and there are talks, rumors that we will see the Defenders in the Infinity movie.
That would be good.
That like, and it's also been confirmed that the Guardians of the Galaxy are in it. I just don't know what's going to happen when I see the trailer for this movie.
That's going to be a cluster at some point, I think.
Yeah, like it's not going to be an Oscar-worthy movie, that's for sure. But it's a culmination of meeting all these people, and apparently what they're saying is everybody is almost going to get their chance at Thanos at some point.
Yeah.
But just think about this for like a second, even if it's just for like a minute of like say 10 minutes of the film. Everybody just almost taking out Thanos. Like, can you picture? Like, this is like a nerdgasm. This is like all of a sudden you're just gonna be watching this preview, and then all of a sudden they're gonna be like having Thanos thrown down. I can picture it. I can just picture it in my head, like Thanos punching people and shit. And then all of a sudden, like Daredevil grabs onto his fist, he throws him away. Spider-Man webs him in the face. He does that. He punches Iron Man. Like there's like there's like 100 people coming at this guy, and that's just gonna be like, I gotta see this movie right now. I gotta see it right now, and that's what's gonna be good. But anyway, again, we always nerdgasm on stuff. But getting back to the series, that is a show that, like you say, you could do a Daredevil movie, but I think because to cover every single thing that you need to for these characters, to give him more depth, you need a TV show for something like that. Same thing with Punisher too.
Yeah, Punisher, I think, he almost feels like one of those old noir radio shows almost, where you need like a whole series to flush out every aspect of it. Almost like Dexter. You could drag a whole case out throughout an entire series.
Oh yeah, exactly. So, no, it's like they're doing great over there on Netflix. Like, keep it up. There's rumors of even more hero shows and stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm looking.
Iron Fist is coming.
Yes, Iron Fist is coming. I'm looking forward to that too. So, just did our timer run a while?
Oh yeah, long time
Okay,
ago.
good show. I just want to make. I couldn't remember if we were still filming from the last episode. So I guess we'll wind it down because I don't know how long this one went to. But I guess what we can say is, again, we kind of nerded out again, but I mean that's what
what we
the
do.
content, and that's what we do, and plus that's what the content is right now. But like with shows like Frequency and then like Lethal Weapon, failures like Rush Hour here didn't do very well,
No.
and Minority Report and all that. There's some shows you just can't do that unless you figure out a way. Although I have no idea, I don't want to get into it, but I don't know why they even thought of doing a Rush Hour show.
I don't know. Like
Jackie Chan is like, you know.
that was Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. I think that just leave it at that.
Yeah,
There
exactly.
are some properties that work well as a movie. There are some properties that work well as TV shows. Sometimes people try to cross one into the other, and it just doesn't work.
No, exactly. So,
Daredevil didn't work as a movie, it works as a TV show. Rush Hour didn't work, it worked as a movie, it didn't work as a TV show.
Exactly. So I guess we're just, you know, enjoy everything because I mean you never know what will happen, and I mean if a show fails doesn't mean it will have life in the future.
And sometimes you get things like MASH that does good in both.
Exact. That's right. Yeah. Exactly. So that's a very good example of where they do good in both, right? So I guess we'll end it with that. So watch the Netflix series of everything.
Buy Netflix, get Netflix.
Buy Netflix.
Buy it!
Buy
All
the
of it.
company. No, seriously, like get Netflix if you don't have it. I mean, who doesn't have Netflix nowadays is getting to that point. But anyway, yeah, like yeah, invest in Netflix. Seriously, it's good stuff. And yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. Check it out, all of it. And I mean, sometimes again, you watch a TV show, you like this, and be like, oh, there's a movie on that. I'll check that out, or vice versa, right? Enjoy all content because you know you might find something that you really like and it'll become one of your favorites. So. Until next time, I'm Big Mike.
I'm Justin Ferguson.
And grab the popcorn, folks. We're going to watch some Punisher.
Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill, motherfuckers! That's right.